championship game in the Big 12 Conference. One that has a long history of classic finishes. We could be in for another one here today. Welcome, folks, to AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys, right here in Arlington, Texas. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Houston Cougars, taking on a playoff team from last year, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. Bringing it out, it's Callow. That's strong coverage. They'll tackle him at the 11-yard line. Throw off the play fake. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Second down play coming up. From the gun, he looks for an open man. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And he'll drop back here on third down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. And the Cougars will line up to punt it away. And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Backfield offense spreading the field of 5 wide. First play looking to throw it. Aggressive call on the opening play. Oh, grabs it near the sideline. It's a huge gain.
Well, let's give the tight end a lot of credit here off that deflected football. The concentration and the nice hands to go up off of that tip ball to make that catch.
How about this? Not even 2 minutes in, and this offense has created a quick red zone opportunity. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. No connection there. The pass is incomplete.
That is an ill-advised pass right there. Falling away from his target, throwing the ball off his back foot.
Second down after the incompletion. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Delivers quickly to the left side. Wow, nearly an interception here on the opening drive. It's going to bring up third down instead.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, and hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Great start to the drive, but now back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. He escapes the pocket. But just gives up on the play.
It's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
He made it. 3 points on the board. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. The gain moves the ball to a 34.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Back's got it again. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of a play.
I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Callow. Breaks loose at the 40. Now here he goes. He takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, BYU. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiving score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
PAT makes the score 7-3. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And is fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Houston's offense heads back out of the field now. Last possession is settled for 3. Let's see if they can reach the end zone this time. Using his legs. It's Ward. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
The sure hands. It's Sims. Gets into space at the 50. Forced out of bounds after a big game. This offense set up for the 1st down.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The complexion of this drive suddenly changing. One massive play, and they're closing in on the red zone now with the 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quick throw, testing the middle. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Breaking tackles. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
This Houston offense is moving quickly down the field. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. He's finally tackled out at the 2-yard line.
A Pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Second down and goal upcoming. And they're trying to punch it in here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here. Whether they run it or throw it, you get a stop here, maybe you hold them to 3 points.
Defense held them to 3 in the first drive. Can they force another field goal attempt here? Third down. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. And third and goal, they'll try to run it in. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be fourth down.
Well, it seemed like the offense is trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
Up the chip shot field goal. They'll go for it on fourth and goal from the 4. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. But it's incomplete. A fourth down stop. Turnover on downs.
I really thought that this was going to work out. Showing an aggressive approach here. Going for it on fourth down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
So the offense begins this drive backed up at the 4-yard line. Here comes a first down pass attempt. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
So second and 10 after the previous play. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. They look to throw it here on second down. With the catch, it's Griffin. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
To pick up the third and short through the air. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short, your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
Now they finally get him, but he found a nice lane in that return. This drive starts in good position. The offensive coordinator's got to love this starting field position. Look him out throwing here to start the drive. Catch made on the out route. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. And it's BYU in the lead. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Caught behind the line. It's Sims. Heading for the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great catch and run for 6. Coach, you play quarterback. How about appreciating a receiver that runs his routes that precisely?
Chris, it's not just his route running. It's the chemistry between the quarterback and the receiver that really, I think, is unique. They put so much time into this in the offseason. By the time they get to Saturdays, you can close your eyes and make your throw. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And from deep in the end zone, they'll bring it out. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So the BYU offense comes back out onto the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Looking to throw it on first down. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. The offense now operating in empty. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. He's got it in the open. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. This one is broken up, ball's incomplete.
Well, if it hasn't been made abundantly clear by now, they want to get the ball downfield to this guy. That was almost his 2nd touchdown alone here in the first half.
Looking to throw it again. Defense is coming after him. The pass ball is incomplete. He tried to extend the play, but nobody open.
Man, when a quarterback starts moving around like that, you move into what some defensive coordinators would call a second play because it becomes almost like backyard football at that point. But that was a good job by the defense playing discipline and forcing the incompletion.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Incomplete for a 3rd straight play.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
The coverage team makes the stop on this return. Offense heads back out onto the field now. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Back goes in motion man. Let's see how the defense adjusts. First down, looking to throw the football. Moves out of the pocket. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
I mean, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking for his big tight end. Catch made in space. Look out. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
This is what's so dangerous about this offense, Chris. They have the ability to put the ball in the air downfield and really stretch those safeties back. This time they hit it for a big gain.
Caught in the backfield. It's Ward. But the play loses yardage. Very tough 2nd down coming up now.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch downfield. Touchdown, Houston. Too much speed for the defense.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the extra point was up and good. BYU 7. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. Possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking to scramble. Using his legs here. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
Love the aggressive mindset from the play caller here on first down. Take a shot downfield. One thing is, they're all covered. Nobody's open. He gets flushed out of the pocket. Decides to run towards the boundary and gets out of bounds, and a good gain and a first down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. Pass is going to be incomplete. He was really lucky to avoid the pick there.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions. Locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Second down, we're going to throw it. Finds his man. It's Palo. Scooped up in the defense.
You know, as wide receivers, we get enamored with their size, their speed, and their versatility, and their ability to make plays after the catch. But none of those things are more important than taking care of the ball. He makes the catch, but he doesn't secure the football, and it's a fumble.
He hands it to the back.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Again, makes it 2nd and medium. From the shotgun, drops back. The pass rush closing in. He'll be taken down. There is a flag in the field. We'll see if this sack holds up. So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And looking for a big play here. Pass caught. Can he get in?
Well, that's got to be a breakdown in coverage or a missed assignment. There's no way that a receiver should be that wide open.
Off the big play, they are pounding on the door here. 1st and goal. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Slams right into the wall. They've got him for a loss.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Ball moved back to the 4 for 2nd and goal. Press coverage now from the secondary. Trying for the touchdown on the right side. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. So still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. First and 10, looking to throw. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Bringing pressure. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Great call here going with that nickel defense, giving you more speed on the field in that 3rd down and long. Nowhere to go. Gave the defensive line plenty of time to come up with that sack. Now it's 4th down and long.
The Cougars will line up to punt it away. They'll punt it from inside their own 10. Ball fielded at the 45. He's a dangerous returner. Found a good lane there. They finally get him, but excellent field position at the start of this drive. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. And the wideout goes in motion. Now here's the toss play. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
I know the toss play begins with a guy taking the snap, he turns it around, he flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction that where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes, the play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
The offense trying to cap a really impressive first half, trying to punch it in here and build on this lead before halftime. There's the handoff on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
You know, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. Because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Touchdown, Houston. They finish off the scoring drive.
Chris, we're only a few ticks from halftime. It doesn't feel like this thing's already over. Just a first half beatdown to be remembered. This is going to be a fun locker room at halftime.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. So no return on this one. Ball just... into the end zone for a touchback. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. First down, looking to throw the ball. Escapes the pocket. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Now it's 2nd down here. Drops back in the gun. On the move now. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for the wideout. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play.
The receiver looked a little bit sloppy getting out of that break slow. It forced the quarterback to be late with the ball, and it made it easy for the defender to break on the pass.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looking deep downfield with the left. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. He could go. Tackled on the return, and that's how we'll end the first half of play. Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Cougars will kick it deep to begin the second half. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Houston's offense heads back onto the field now. They've really built momentum in this game. It's been hard to stop. But the defense makes some adjustments, come up with a stop here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
We finally see a change-up from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. It's incomplete. There is a marker down on the field. Let's check out that call. So that offensive penalty will be declined by the defense. They're happy to take the result of that play. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. And we'll see what he can do on the return. The returner is brought down. Gets us started on the next drive. Carry, he's heading left. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the 1st down.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
How about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Buying time, moving to his left. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, there's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of the quarterback trying to throw a football. And on this play, they end up flushing him out to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football. That's what led to this incompletion.
3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. He pulls in the catch. Finding space at the 20. They finally tackle him after a huge chunk play. Moves the ball to the 12.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Well, at this stage of the game, this offense is clearly thinking it's 4-down territory. They need points on the board, and they need them in a hurry.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. QB keeper all the way. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Brigham Young.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
The offense is out there. Here comes a 2-point conversion attempt. Play fake, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. They got him. It's a sack. 2-point try fails, and they can't cut into the lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
BYU 13.
And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense heads back out on the field now. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. Using his legs, it's Ward. And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Moves out of the pocket, trying to get the throw off. Just flings it out of bounds and pass rush closing in.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games he just dreamed about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. There's contact on the throw. Oh, and he can't quite hold on. A great chance for their first interception here today. But it's going to bring up 4th down. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. The BYU offense back out on the field. They'll run it here. 0 running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
They give it to the receiver on a jet sweep. First down and more. He's still running. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Outstanding play call here to come up with that big gain and get a first down. Get the ball out wide. You know, sometimes you just want to get the ball to your playmakers and trust that they can create some extra yards.
There's the handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the second and third down coming up.
Quarterback will throw it off the run-pass option. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. And the Cougars come to the line in the hurry-up. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. 3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. A quick throw out left, complete. They make the tackle, but the offense now set up for the first down at the 21.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
BYU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
2nd down after that previous play. Quick throw. The catch is made. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
BYU has now moved into the red zone. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Running back grabs it on a screen. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Chris, it really looked to me like those linebackers in zone coverage had their eyes in the backfield looking at the quarterback. They lost the running back sneaking out on that angle route. And I thought the quarterback did a nice job of waiting, being patient, and then making a nice throw for a first down.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
Just a misfire here by the quarterback. These are tight windows, man. They open and close so quickly, you got to almost anticipate where you're going to put the ball.
Nothing on that play makes it 2nd down and goal from the 2. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Touchdown, BYU. They cap the drive with 6 points. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now, the 25. And looking to throw now on first down. It's incomplete. They waited all game for a chance to intercept one. Instead, it's second down.
I think that quarterback seemed to feel the pressure there. It looked like he was throwing off of his back foot, and man, did he catch a break. That ball should have been intercepted.
And he keeps it. And the run moves the ball up to the 33. Well, Kirk Houston has the lead here. We've reached the end of the third. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Try and muscle for the first down. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. So no hesitation. The offense is on the field to go for it here. It's a crucial play. Fourth down completion to the left. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop.
Wow, Chris, I don't know. You got control of this game, and you go for it here? A little bit confusing. Why even allow your opponent any chance of anything? Finish out the win and just punt it away.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And he'll set up to throw. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
A chance to get right back into this football game. It's first down and goal. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. There's a screen pass to the running back. Tackled at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now. The Cougars come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Catch made on the right side. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
As a quarterback, you see a one-on-one matchup. If you want to get the ball out to your receiver, hope he can shake that tackle and get upfield for some good yards. Man, this corner made a great play after that reception.
Urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On third and goal, he's going to try to throw for it. Launching one to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
Oh, Chris, the offense could not afford to throw that interception down by a couple of scores. Every series matters. Every opportunity in possession. You need points on the board, and to throw a pick, you just wonder how many chances more they'll get.
So the Cougars offense heads back out onto the field now. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. He's tackled out beyond the 10-yard line.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Getting set. Here's second down. Offense will keep it on the ground here. As the first down is still going. He picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going.
Defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
They test the middle there, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's caught inside the 30, still on his feet. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Houston. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field. A very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
Yeah, when we were out of practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You can see that right there on game day and how that shows up for a touchdown.
Automatic in the PAT. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So the BYU offense comes back out onto the field. Time running out in this conference championship game. This is a desperation drive right here. Got to score. Off the play fake on first down. Looking to scramble. It's a deep shot to the right. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. Finally, they make the tackle, but this defense reeling after a huge explosive play. One explosive play has set them up at the opponent's 40. Off the play fake. Looking to pass it. Quick throw to his receiver. What a catch.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice game.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. First down here for this offense. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Here comes a first down pass attempt. On the move now. Lets it fly to the wideout. Incomplete. Very lucky to avoid an interception there.
Boy, this defensive plan has been masterful today for this defensive coordinator. Good job of attacking the quarterback, whether he's inside the pocket, chasing him to the outside. And on the back end, they are locked into tight coverage, not giving his quarterback any options at all. It's no wonder they're winning by so much here in the fourth quarter.
Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Makes the catch near the sideline and keeps the foot in bounds. That's enough for a first down. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. Looking to throw it on third and very long. He escapes the pocket. He'll throw it deep down the middle of the field. Oh, and he dropped it. He could not hang on for a touchdown. My goodness.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime, get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the fourth quarter. You don't want to give up the big play, force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. Oh, look, he's trucking it deep again. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big fourth down stop.
Well, they just had to go for this, Chris. Pretty obvious. Not much of a choice. Down late in the game like this, you got to be aggressive. You got to take a chance. This was clearly just not their day.
And they'll set up at the 26 for the first play of this drive. Grinding away on the ground. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
The back's got it. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whatever we feel like doing.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he'll be brought down here on the final play of this game.